Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be about confidence. All right, so if you don't know me, here I go by Callie. This is my channel. Thank you for being here, and if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So it's really weird, confidence in itself, because some days you have it, some days you feel it, and some days you don't. And these some days can last for weeks, months, years, If you get yourself into a feeling of low self-confidence, or just, when that voice starts really getting in on you and you start to, feel really bad about yourself for things that probably don't really matter overall. It's just the mind's way of trying to control us and keep us in this constricted way of, being. Because if we're restricted and, we're doing what we've always been doing, we feel safe in those habitual patterns. And so, when we're out there putting ourselves out there doing new things, we open up ourselves to new things, which can sometimes be scary. So I think it's possible the mind throws that lack of confidence at us sometimes because it doesn't want us to change what we're doing. It doesn't want us to do something different. Or it just stems from beliefs or traumas that we have that tell us we're not good enough, or that leave us with a belief deep down in our core that we're unworthy, or, whatever it is that, these traumas have impressed upon you on a subconscious level. For me, I'm not really sure what it is, For me, appearance doesn't really give me confidence. I can spend time making sure I look good, but no matter what, when you're looking in the mirror, you're always going to find a flaw. You can never get the perfect look. And so I don't even try that really anymore. And my confidence definitely does not relate with how I look, my appearance. And so during this, journey of trying to gain more self-confidence, I Googled, how to gain self-confidence. And what I found was a lot of interesting things. Groom yourself, right? I'm sorry. The first two had to do with appearance. One was groom yourself, and the other was take a shower. Dress nicely. Okay, so groom yourself, take a shower, right? I get that when you don't shower, you start to feel that energy, that stuff you've picked up all over. It starts to weigh heavy on you. You don't feel good. You dress nicely, right? That's another one, dress nicely. But sometimes you can be clean and dress nice, and you still don't feel confident. I don't know how many times that I've taken a shower, made myself look nice. I come to get on this camera, I take one look at myself and I shut it off. Or I do what I did the other day. If you guys saw that last video, I say nothing. I'm sitting there battling my mind for 5 minutes and I just give up. I had things to say, but when I turned on the camera, nothing could come out. And so it's just this inner battle within between you and the mind. The heart wants to share, you want to share, you want to come on here and share. And that's why I do this channel, is because I want to share what I'm going through, what my experiences, the knowledge that I've learned, things I, hope that I can give. I want to share. And sometimes you just don't feel like you're worthy of sharing, or maybe you feel like nobody will listen, or maybe you feel like you're going to be judged. Caring a lot what other people think comes from a survival mechanism. We needed each other to survive, so it was really important what each other thought. Imagine being cast out of the tribe, right? Or the family or the community cast out on your own. We're built to care what people think, but to what level, where it becomes very self-degrading. So I was looking up, how to build confidence. And the one thing that really, really stuck with me was looking back at where you've been. So for me, I was a drug addict for a long time. Not only that, right? I was somebody who was in really abusive relationships, right? I've been through it all. Abuse of every kind, every single kind. Mental, physical, verbal, sexual, you name it. I'd done there, been that, experienced it, all right? I became a full-fledged drug addict for 7 years of my life, where I just had given up. The first 4 years, I just gave up. Like, okay, life sucks. This is how I'm going to die. Deal with it. Like, this is who I am. I was open about it. I wasn't ashamed of being a drug addict. I was very verbal about what I was doing to myself, and I was very proud of it. This is who I am, and I'm going to go out like this. And if you don't like me, well, here's the bird, because I don't care. That's one thing that drugs actually helped me with, is not caring so much what people think, not living my life based on what other people think, because I was somebody so immobilized by the thoughts of others in every way, shape, or form. I remember going to school and feeling puke nervous, having to be around people. What were they going to think? What were they going to say? What were they going to do? I would wear baggy clothes because men would always, I didn't like that type of attention, and it just made me uncomfortable when people would put any attention on me. And, I just cared so much what people thought. There was times when, I'll be honest, I had to get up in front of people to speak, and I would cry. I would bawl my eyes out because I did not want to get up in front of people and talk. And here I am talking. So I have come a long way. And that should give me a lot of confidence, right? Easier said than done. So looking back, where I've been. All right, first 4 years, just a complete drug addict. No, first 3 years, just a complete drug addict. That's how I was, fiend mind, whatever. The next 4 years of that 7 was spent really trying to understand myself, my mind, my body, my heart, my emotions, my thoughts, my traumas, everything that contributed to all that is me in this experience, the individual her, me, right? And throughout those 4 years, I dug so deep into not just myself, but the universe, and I learned so much about perception and reality based on our perception. So when I was living life miserable, oh gosh, I was so miserable. I didn't like people. I didn't want to be around people. Everything was terrible. Everything was miserable. And it just kept getting worse and worse. And when I finally said, you know what, I've had enough. Like, I don't want to die like this. I need something to change. I can't live like this anymore. I started to see things differently. I started to enjoy the experience a little more. Of course, it took years, right? It took years. It took me 4 years to finally be like, I'm alive, like, whoa, yay, I'm alive. I'm here. This is great. This is great. I got sober and was thrilled. I was so thrilled to be here because the whole experience was so beautiful. The way things were unfolding for me, synchronicities, and just the way my feelings and thoughts and beliefs were manifesting in front of me, when I was doing manifestations and they were working. It just showed me the true power and potential that we hold, and it really blew my mind. So much to where it probably threw me into some type of fear cycle, because sometimes when we realize how powerful we are, we don't want to be that accountable for that power. It's like, no, I'd rather just be sleeping, mindless, playing. I would rather do that than to be accountable for my every thought, action, feeling, all of it. that takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. And so I just, I remember that feeling of just really actually being thrilled to be here. At the time, though, I was financially well off. Okay, I was living in a nice place. I wasn't in a good relationship. I was kind of in a really bad relationship, but I was like manifesting my way out of it, and it worked. However, the relationship, we had built a business together. We were doing things so together. For 4 years put all my energy into him and his vision and his things, and I was like, hey, just as long as I have what I need, I'm fine with doing all of this in a way for you. I was very self-sacrificial back then, and that's what I did. And so when I walked away, I had to make the choice. Do I fight for half, or do I just walk away and say, you know what, that's you, like, you do you, whatever. And I cared a lot about this person, and I didn't really want to drag out a whole fight. To be honest, the money was always the most important part to him, and it was never the important part to me. For me, it was the love. It was the connection. It was, the actual feeling. And so, me in those days of becoming aware of life and self, I was like, you know what, I don't need money. I don't need that. I know, what I'm looking for is out there. The relationship had some things that I just couldn't handle. And he would always tell me, he would always say, you're never going to find what you're looking for. Basically, it was a guy who didn't just want sex, okay? I'll say it. It was a guy who didn't just want sex, all right? For my whole life, I had been looked at as a sexual object. Yes, I'm a woman, okay? I get it. Men can be dogs. Not all of them, though. And if you're someone, a woman in the United States, I will tell you, foreign, okay? A lot of the foreign men don't have the same ideals and energy going into sex that the United States is completely perverse when it comes to sex right now. And there's a lot that goes into that. And so, he would always tell me, you're never going to find what you're looking for. Basically, all the men is just only going to want sex. Okay. I didn't believe him. I knew that there was someone out there I could have a real connection with. And so, despite the fear of being homeless, living out of my car, I went for it. And I went right back into a fear cycle, right? It wasn't long. Sure, of course, in the moment, I was having a good old time. I was letting the wind take me where it carried me. I went wherever I went, and I was here, I was there. I was in some unsafe places, okay? I met some people. Actually, one of the people I met, I looked at this person, I was like, this person is actually a complete psychopath. Let me move in with them and their family and merge our lives together, right? It wasn't logical, but it was fun. It was an experience. I learned a lot about Chinese cultures and a lot of different things, okay? So it was an experience. I learned a lot, but it wasn't long before I got heavy again with all the fear, the doubt, the instability of trying to survive. And, you lose the appreciation, you lose the gratitude, you lose the confidence. And it wasn't long before I had met, I had been very gifted by the universe and met the person I was looking for, who fulfilled everything that I needed in a partner and still does. We had children, which brought a whole bunch of trauma to the spectrum, right? I don't know if you know, but kids are traumatizing, right? Being pregnant with a child is pretty traumatizing. Having the child, giving birth is pretty traumatizing, and then raising the child is very traumatizing. And for those who are like, oh, it's such a beautiful experience, sometimes, other words, it's just like, what have I done? What have I done? Another me in this world? Another him? Oh my God, what have I done? I've created a monster because nobody wants to see. They want, right? No, he's not a monster, but oh my goodness, you guys, kids traumatize you so much because it is so mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually demanding. You got to get yourself together when you have kids because everything that's going on internally is coming out in that kid. And that alone takes your confidence from like flying high to here. Like before I had a kid, I thought I was good, golden. Like I'm probably where I need to be, is what I thought. And the truth is, oh my goodness, I am neophyte down up in here. Okay, like I am nowhere near up here. I'm still at the very bottom. Like I'm out of the dirt, but like I need to get up there to that light, you know? I hope this makes sense. I'm just really, this video was going to be one of those short, quick, how to boost your confidence, but if you guys know me, you know this is me. And so here we are. Either way, having a kid did not boost my confidence. It actually tore me apart and continues to tear me apart because it every day outlines every flaw I have. Every single flaw is thrown in my face because not only, okay, if I, you know, go a day without feeding myself, okay, I don't feel like crap. I don't. It's like, okay, I didn't feed myself today. Big whoop. But if I go a day without feeding my child, which obviously you can't, and I don't, but if I was, let's say that day I don't make a 5-course meal, or, we may be picking things all day, it's no 5-course. He got what he needed, but it wasn't perfect in no way, shape, or form. I feel really terrible. Like, why can't I do something as simple as cook 3 full meals? Like, why can't I do that? That takes my confidence from here to like here. I can't even cook. What's wrong with me? Not getting all the house chores done, not like keeping a perfectly clean and tidy house. Like that takes my confidence down. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't I keep a clean house? Look at my desk, y'all. Like I had to move. Right now I'm cleaning my office. And so, like I'm reorganizing. I was doing some stuff in there. So I brought all my stuff to the dining room. And look, I'm gonna show you guys. Right? Like I have already. This is just who I am. All right? It's who I am. Like, this is how I am. And so it's like these things get on me because the mind is constantly like, oh, you should do better. You should be better. Why aren't you better? Why aren't you like this? Why aren't you like this? Why can't you do this? The mind is always just. I know I look really appealing right now. Okay. I care, but I don't care, The mind is always getting you down. And one of the things I read on the confidence booster was exercise. Let me tell you something. Before I had a child, I ran at least 2 miles a day, every day, yoga. I was very physically fit, okay? I made sure that my mind had no room to attack me because I wore it out with exercise. I would run just to beat my mind up because my mind the whole time would be like, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this. And I'd be like, we're doing it. Go. I own my body. You do not control the body. I do. It was always a fight with the mind. Mind wants to get a little wacky. I'll turn on the ice cold water. Okay, freeze you out. I'm in control. Right? These thoughts don't own me. These thoughts are not who I am. And so 2 years now, I still have yet to get back into a good exercise regimen. And it's like my mind is just attacking me at every turn. And I think that is probably the biggest thing. And even doing this video reminds me of how much I need to get back into, I breastfed for 2.5 years. I finally just was able to switch my son to something else, and get him off the breast milk. And so now I can actually exercise without worrying about, okay, am I expending too much calories and I'm not going to have enough for milk? Because even if you eat, you know how hard it is to eat 2,500 calories a day? And I needed actually more than 3,000 because I'm trying to heal my broken bone. Like, it just was so much to eat that much. And then it just, man, I'm happy to like start over. And while it makes me sad in a way to not, I know he's getting everything he needs, and he's getting more because I was actually malnourished. I did a video, which I didn't post. I didn't post the video because I do these videos and then I'm like, no, I'm not posting that because I'm so self-critical. The mind has just been attacking me so much lately. And that is a lot of the reason why you guys don't see me for days on end, is because I'm at war with myself still. I'm going to try exercising. Making a vow, I'm going to do it and hope that helps. But a few things that are hopefully going to help me with confidence is remembering where I've been. I've been some dark places, and I am doing a lot better now. So why I feel crappy, I don't know. Why I lack confidence, I don't know. Why I feel like I shouldn't speak, I don't know. But through this journey, I will learn and I will share, and it just really means a lot to me that I do have people here who I know watch these videos, who get to the end of these videos, who resonate with the videos, who message me, who comment. I appreciate you guys all so much. And so I'm going to end the video here because it kind of was like, and I guess I had a lot I wanted to share. It was not actually anything I intended to share, but that's just the way it works sometimes. So I don't know, are you guys having like a really crazy time with your mind? How is your confidence? Do you have any self-confidence tips? I read a whole bunch, like think positive, don't have negative thoughts, get to know yourself, be kind, be prepared. I will also say, I got a lot done the last couple weeks that you guys haven't seen me because I am motivated to get to Michigan. And so things that have been taking me like 3 years, I did it. And I'm in a better place, but it still is not so much helping me with the communication. There's something going on with my ability to communicate as, authentically me. Sometimes I communicate in a way that I feel is what people want, and it's not necessarily authentic to who I am. And so I do that, and I just feel so like, I don't know. And then when I come on here and be me, as far as a YouTube channel, this is not something that is looked for. People want short, concise videos, like get to the point, don't meander, I don't want to hear your stories, and so it's like, in a way, this is my practice channel. Maybe this channel isn't ever going to be, anything except for me to talk to who's already here and those who resonate with my energy, who are drawn in. And I know that this is a very special group of people, and I appreciate you guys so much because you really mean a lot to me. And having this outlet it's helped me in more ways than you guys know. So I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. If you're new, if you've been here, I really do appreciate the time and energy you guys spend watching and commenting. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys are having a great Friday and you have a great weekend and a wonderful Monday. I hope to show my face, but you'll see me if I can win against that voice within. If not, you guys know I'm out there lost in the locos. I'm lost in the locos, so maybe you could send me a message and say, hey, come back out of there, or, send me some energy my way so I can climb my way out of that mess. So anyway, you guys, I hope you all take care, and I will see you guys next time.